This is Taylor Sparks of the Skincare for Athletes Green Fitness blog, where we feature athletes, experts, products, and events to bring you hints, tips, insights, and perspectives on what it takes to be healthy, eco friendly, and green. Joining us today is Dr. Puja Wentworth of Raleigh, North Carolina. She's a nutrition based, board certified chiropractic physician with an emphasis in cellular detoxification and bionutrition, graceful aging, and systemic inflammation. She also consistently serves the military community in all aspects of her healing, including amputations and traumatic brain injury. Dr. Puja, thank you for taking the time to speak with our Green Fitness blog.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
So, Dr. Puja, what in your early years led you to decide to include holistic health as part of your practice?
That's a funny story that really goes back to being raised by holistic parents. So you name it, everything from blue-green algae smoothies to, wheatgrass shots for breakfast. That was my upbringing. So there was a lot of discernment and a lot of experience through hands-on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you work with patients as young as newborns, all the way up to adults. You also have a number of athletes that seek you out. How can chiropractic treatments help an athlete?
It absolutely has been proven over and over again to optimize performance, as well as really help prevent those sports-related injuries that you see when an athlete is out of alignment or is not seeking some nutritional assistance. If you have something that's out of alignment, you know that if you're going to pound it on the pavement repeatedly, it's probably going to get worse.
Okay. Most people think that you must have suffered some sort of, that people need to suffer some sort of back injury or be hurt before visiting a chiropractor. Does a person have to be in pain to benefit from a chiropractic visit?
What's interesting about pain is it's actually the last thing that shows up and the first thing to go away, so it's not a good indicator as to how well we are doing. And so I love the fact that most of my clients are wellness-minded, preventative-based. I'd say probably 90% of my practice are individuals who come in and they don't have any pain. They are here to prevent injury, stay out of pain, and live life to the fullest that they can imagine.
Wonderful. In recent years, a lot has been discovered about how toxic our environment is and how it affects our food, our skin, and our water. What is your approach to helping people to detoxify their cells and body?
Absolutely. We are at a really amazing point in history. In the 1950s, 80,000 chemicals were grandfathered in to our system, and another 1,500 new chemicals arrive on the scene every year. A very, very few percentage are actually even tested. And so we are being continuously engaged in this onslaught that's affecting our mental capabilities, our performance, our nutritional deficiencies are becoming really apparent. And I really like to focus at that cellular level, focus on what a person may be deficient in with functional medicine testing that's appropriate, as well as concluding and going more upstream to find out if a person has any toxicity at a cellular level.
Mm-hmm. Does the toxicity in the cells lead to cellular inflammation? And what happens to the body when the cells are inflamed?
You bet. Life really takes place at the membrane. We live and die at the cellular level, and the membrane is key to the entire system of life. If you remember back in chemistry class, we could draw a circle, and that's the cell, and then there's this outer bilipid membrane. Well, that bilipid membrane is made of course, lipids, fats, and it's supposed to be pliable. And what we're finding is that as people become engaged in this onslaught of toxicity, their membranes of 70 trillion cells are becoming rigid. Why does that matter, and how is that related to systemic inflammation? Well, if life is at a cellular level and we can't get the nutrients inside the cell because of the rigidity of the cell, then we also can't get the toxicity and the buildup of waste outside of the cell. So the person ends up really kind of swelling from within. And you'll find the person that says that they just feel bloated all the time. They just feel like they're not in their own skin. And this cellular membrane inflammation replicates. And really, that's what I look at.
Okay. Is there a typical time frame that it takes to see results of the detoxifying, or with regards to, I guess, letting go of the inflammation in the cells? Is it different for everybody?
It is different for everybody. There's qualitative and quantitative differences. A typical person who has done a lot of clean living can see drastic changes in life improvement in 30 to 60 days. If we do functional testing and find out that a person has a lead toxicity, for example, that's more of a 2-year process. So a lot of people can have fantastic benefits with the right consultant in their nutritional world in 90 days. But there's a lot of misinformation in the market. So
That's true. When seeking supplementation, what should we be looking for?
For an athlete in particular, I'd love to give you a couple pointers as to which ones to really focus on. But really thinking about whole food as a big piece of the equation is so key. So look for a really quality whole food supplement, such as Juice Plus is great, Kia Essentials. I really value what's been put into those companies. And then another really key is finding someone you trust holistically that can guide you so that you don't end up at GNC or some other company looking at the shelf and being overwhelmed as to all the products.
That's right.
Yeah, I find that there's a lot of quality control issues with a lot of products. So you want to find products that you trust, and it's a little bit easier if you find someone that you trust who has done a lot of the legwork for you.
That's right. Help guide you through.
Yep.
Well, Dr. Puja, we're down to the final five, my five semi-random questions. And number one, what has been your proudest personal achievement?
That's got to go back to having a drug-free home birth in water with my daughter.
Oh, wow.
That was a spectacular experience. 24 and a half hours of labor, but once you've been through that kind of experience and ended up on the other side and flying colors, you find the depth of your strength. It's a good thing.
That's like an ultra marathon.
You've got it.
Okay. Title of the last book read?
That's got to be The Answer. Have you read that one?
I have not. Who is that by?
That is Arsaf. So he was on The Secret. I do believe he co-wrote it.
Uh-huh.
I have it right here. Yeah, Murray Smith.
Okay. I'll have to look that one up. I'll look that one up. 2 non-family members you admire. They could be living, dead, fictional. Doesn't matter.
I have a passion for quantum physics, which, doesn't seem by many to be related to chiropractic, but it's actually the foundation of chiropractic. So if you dive into quantum physics, you find a lot of where our mindset is. And, a big pioneer in that was Candace Pert. Have you read her book, Biology of Belief?
I have not.
All right, that was Bruce Lipton. Her book was Molecules of Emotion. And they're both fantastic, and they're both very much related to quantum physics. And hers, Candace Pert, is a pioneer. She was a pharmacology major at Johns Hopkins, spent a lot of time in research, and she really found this neuropeptide connection with our immunology, our immune system function, our beliefs, the way that we think, and our neurology. So it's just she's an amazing mind. And then I have to say the other person was Doc Wheelwright, who was a pioneer, an amazing thinker, also interested in quantum physics, born in 1918. And he's no longer with us, but what an incredible person that we could learn a lot from. I think he had the Edison Award at age 17 for having an incredible usable chemistry lab in his house, and a forward thinker.
Yeah, I'll have to be looking both of them up. And then what would be your dream vacation destination?
Bora Bora, baby.
Bora Bora. I'm going with you to Bora Bora.
I think we just need to head that way, and I'm sure we need a good month there, really.
Oh, I think so. To explore everything.
Every nook and cranny of the island.
That's right. That's right. So, Dr. Pooja, if you weren't in the health and wellness business or industry, what career would you have?
I love children. I was given a camera when I was 8 years old, and so I'd probably be a photographer of children and pregnant moms.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Well, that is the end of our interview today. And Dr. Puja Wentworth, thank you so much for spending time with us today and joining us on our Green Fitness blog.
Thank you, Taylor. Have a great day.
Same to you.